Well, welcome back to our Bakcou YouTube channel. My name's Trent, and today I guess I'm teaching you how to fix a flat tire on our hub drive bikes. So stick around to learn more. There's a few things that you're gonna need to help you fix this tire. First being our trailside repair kit. Second, an extra inner tube or patches, a pocket knife, an adjustable wrench, and a bike pump. So now we're gonna flip our bike over, and when you do, be careful of the screen. And if you have anything on your rack, you can feel free to remove it. And I'm gonna remove the pannier bag and just make it a little easier so we're not damaging it. So the next step is you're gonna wanna put your bike into 9th gear to make it a little bit easier to just get it off. Now you jump over to the other side of the bike, and there are 2 zip ties that you have to cut so that we can remove the tire. So go ahead and cut those. Be careful of the wire and try not to cut it. And once you get that cut, then you can go and unplug your motor right here. And now we're on to removing the bolts. So now I'm gonna grab my adjustable wrench and fit it to the sides of the bolt. You don't need to loosen it all the way because we can pull it off through this gap right here. And let's move on to this side of the bike. Be careful of the derailleur guard here. It does wonders for your bike while you're out on the trail, but we don't want to damage it while loosening this bolt. And now that you've got your tire loose enough, all you need to do is pull that derailleur back. There you've got your tire off of the bike, and be careful of your gears and your rotor. You don't want to bend any of them. So let's go ahead and get to replacing the tire. So like I was telling you before, you're either gonna want a patch and repair kit or an inner tube. I prefer to just swap the tube, have an extra one on hand, and then repair the tube later. So let's go ahead and swap the tube. So sometimes you're gonna have to debead the tube, which isn't that big of a deal. But to get it started, we're gonna pop this up and over the edge and just go around the tire and get it up and over this edge. And you really only need to get about one side off, because from here you can really pull that tube out. And we're gonna just pull it out really quick. You're really gonna wanna check the rim once you get the tube and the tire off, just to make sure there's nothing on the inside that punctured it. And the same goes for the inside of your tire. Just you can pull this out, and you're gonna wanna keep it close by, but you can really just run your hands through and feel for and make sure that there's nothing puncturing before you put your new inner tube in. So we're gonna put this tire liner back in, and we're gonna grab our new tube, and I like to just pump mine up a little bit before putting it in. It makes it a little easier, and it keeps it inside that tire while you're trying to put it back onto the rim. So let's go ahead and do that. And so here is my inner tube. I've got a little bit of air inside of it. Now we're gonna go ahead and find and slide it inside of this tire. Make sure that your tire liner stays in and stays snug to the outside wall of this tire. And once you get it in, you're gonna find that nozzle and slide it right through this hole right here. There we go. Once it's in, you're gonna start to fit your tire to fit around this rim again. And while you're doing this, just be careful to not pinch the inner tube as you're putting the tire back on the rim. We are good to set it back on our bike. This is why putting it in 9th gear makes it a little easier. You're able to just push your derailleur out like that. Grab your chain, pull it out of the way, and pull your derailleur back like that. Or there's a nut right here on the inside of both sides of the bike rim. One needs to be on the outside, and the other needs to be on the inside, and there's a little face that will sit upright, and we need to make sure that that stays on the upper side of the bike. There we go. And you can hand tighten it down as much as you can, and then we'll grab our wrench and finish off the tightening. And you will want this nice and tight, just so your tire does not fall off while you are riding. And make sure it's nice and tight. Now let's go to the other side, and we're gonna do the exact same thing. And again, just make sure that it is nice and tight. And now we can reconnect the motor. Now that we're to this point, we're gonna repump up our tire. So you grab your pump, hold the inside of the tube, and then you clip it on by latching it up. And then you're just gonna sit here and pump it up. And now that we've got the tire back on and the tube is pumped up, we're ready to flip the bike back over. Let's put that kickstand down, and I'm gonna reattach my pannier bag. Now that we've got all of our tools back in our pannier bag, you're ready to ride. If you have any other questions or concerns, feel free to leave them in the comments. And if you'd like to watch more videos on our bikes or tutorials, click on the link to our right. If you'd like to subscribe to see more content, feel free to click on the link to our left. But have a great day, guys. Thanks for watching.